Mindful Life Practice community.
All right. So welcome to our Vin Yin practice. I think all of you, every single one of you has done this class with me before, I think, maybe not my mom. Come to your seated shape. And in your seated shape, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And then just give yourself a moment to check in. Check in with how your breath is. Check in with how your brain is. Check in with how your body is. And then give yourself a moment to consciously slow down the breath. It has been scientifically proven that if we slow our breath, we can transition from an anxious state to a calm yet alert state. So what can you do to make your breath slow? And deep? And then even. And then release your palms. And then we're going to take our palms and place them together. You guys can see me. My fingers are together, my pinkies and my thumbs, and the rest of the fingers are spread. And this is a lotus mudra. And this is the posture or the hand mudra that Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, holds. And inspired by that conversation in our Coffee and Friends before our practice, I think we should take a moment with our hands in this mudra representing abundance to identify some things that we are grateful for. Sometimes in all the chaos and all the drama and all the gossip and all the negativity, we can forget how much we really have. Maybe you're grateful for your body, your breath, just the ability to partake in this practice. Now we're going to start to link our movement with our breath. So let's release that grip and then take a big inhale, circle your arms up towards the sky. And then when you exhale, trace your palms through heart center. Now let's just take 2 more like this, inhaling, big circle. Exhaling, palms through heart center. Last one, inhale the arms up, and then this time interlace your palms. Reach them up overhead, take a breath in. And then can you stretch over towards the right? Inhale, lift all the way back up. And then stretch over towards the left. Inhale, lift all the way up, release the grip. And then let's twist towards the right. I want you to land your left palm on your right knee, land your right fingertips behind you, and then lengthen up. And then gaze over the right shoulder. See if you can drop the right earlobe down towards the right shoulder. And then inhale, come all the way back up through center, lengthen through both arms. And then let's twist the opposite way. Dropping the left earlobe down towards the left shoulder. Inhale, lift all the way back up. And then let's just gather the palms at heart center one more time. And then release your grip. Take your hands and fists and then just do some little circles. Kind of warming up through the wrists. And then let's come onto the hands and knees. And when you come onto your hands and knees, take a moment to be really passive with the way you place your palms. And then feel a contrast when you firmly root and spread through the fingers. And on your breath in, tilt at the pelvis, lift your chin. This is called cow. And then when you exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin. This is your cat. Keep going like this. Bring the spine all the way back in through center. And then tuck your toes and lift all the way up and back into a down dog. Bend through one knee, press through the heel. And then do the opposite side. And then bring your body all the way into neutral. And then can you breathe and inhale and ripple all the way forward? Come into your plank. Nice. And then exhale, shift all the way back down dog. Taking 3 more breath in. Breath out. 2 more. And then 1 more, come all the way forward. Land in your plank. Staying strong for 10, 9, you got it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, land your knee. Untuck the toes. I haven't done this in a while. Let's do a couple of yoga push-ups. Okay, so draw your elbows back and then push the ground away. Let's all the way back up. We're just going to do 3 more of these lower. And then lift. 2 more. And then 1 more. Nice. And then for the last time, we'll lower all the way down. And then place the palms off the mat. Breathe in, lift all the way up. Nice, and then exhale, lower. And then we'll just take 3 more, lift up. And then lower. 2 more. One more breath in. And then breath out. Place the palms underneath the shoulders. Lift all the way through a table. Tuck the toes, come all the way up and back to your down dog. Let's leave our left foot where it is. Breathe your right foot up towards the sky. Coming into a 3-legged dog, planting evenly through both palms as you do this, just having an extension through your right heel. And then can you curl the right knee in? Nice, coming all the way forward. You got it, yeah. And then we're gonna step the right foot between the palms. Land onto your left heel, come all the way up, and then just land into a warrior 2. Extension from your right fingertips all the way through your left fingertips. And then a gentle stack of your right knee over the right ankle. Can you inhale, reverse the warrior? And then exhale, come all the way back up to warrior 2. And then windmill your palms to the mat and frame the foot. Root through the left palm as you spiral the right arm up towards the sky. And then roll onto the outside edge of the left foot, step your right foot back. Side plank for 3, for 2. And then 1, land your right palm. Nice, travel through a vinyasa. And then come all the way up and back, down dog. Left foot lifts up on an inhale. Pull your left knee in, come forward. Anchor your left foot between the palms. And then press through your right heel as you open all the way up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way up. Windmill palms to the mat. Frame the foot. Get strong through your right palm as you reach your left arm all the way up. And then roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, stepping your left foot all the way back, side plank. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. And then on 1, you'll land the left palm. And then travel through a vinyasa. Come all the way up and back to your down dog. And then bend through the knees, gaze forward. You're gonna hop your feet wider than your hands. And then come all the way down into a little squat, hands pressing together, elbows coming in towards the knees. And then how would it feel to extend through your right arm and lift your left arm up? And then come all the way back through center and then twist the opposite way. One more of each. Come all the way back. Land your bottom onto the mat. You're gonna bring your body into Navasana boat pose. So you're balancing on the sits bones, gazing towards the big toes. Stay for a breath. And then hinge back, hold for 3, for 2, and then for 1, crunch all the way back up. And can we do 3 more just like that? Lower back, 3, 2, 1, come back up. 2 more, lowering back and staying there for 3, for 2, and then 1, crunch up. Last one, lower down, hover for 3, for 2, and then on 1, lower all the way down onto the mat. Just stay for a little breath. Take your palms on the back of your skull, curl your knees in. We're gonna do a tiny bit of core. Tap your right elbow to your left knee. Stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross and tap other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just do a few more. Just going back and forth. And then come all the way back into center, hands onto the backs of the thighs. And can you rock and roll the length of the spine? And we're gonna rock all the way up onto the feet and all the way up into a chair. Yeah, nice work, good work. Hold into your chair, your Utkatasana. Nice work, take 3, take 2, and then take 1 and forward fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift. And then exhale, stay in your forward fold. I'm gonna give you a few options. You can just dangle. Or you might take your peace fingers, so the ones you would use to make a peace sign, and you hook them around your big toes. And then you breathe in and lengthen. And then as you hinge forward, your elbows come open like diamonds, like a diamond. And you pull your body closer into that fold. And then maybe you thread the palms face up underneath the feet. This is called hand to big toe pose, Padangusthasana. And then release the grip. So release the feet. Take an inhale, half lift. Take an exhale, fold, plant the palms, step your feet back. Nice, find your strong plank, you got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we'll vinyasa. And then eventually you'll come all the way up to your down dog. Leave your left foot where it is. Take your right leg up towards the sky. And bend through the right knee, stack the hips. Reaching the right toes over to the left. Lengthen the right leg behind you. And then draw the right knee in. Step the right foot between the palms. And then lift all the way up, and we'll again come into our warrior two again. So land your left heel, reach your right arm forward, left arm back. And then once again, take a breath in, reverse the warrior. And then this time come forward, land your right elbow onto your right thigh, reach your left fingertips towards the front of the room. And then if you want to extend your right arm, go ahead. Kind of like you're holding a beach ball. This sort of ups the challenge. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Take 3, take 2. And then on 1, can you lift all the way back up now into a warrior 2? And then lengthen through your right leg. We're going to shorten our stance. And then reach the right fingertips forward. Right arm clocks alongside the right leg. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. And then if you want to challenge your balance, you're going to land your right fingertips on towards the mat and lift your left leg up. This is called your half moon. Now from your half moon, how would it feel to land your left palm on the mat now? And walk your fingertips back as you lift your left leg higher, higher, higher. 3, lift it higher, standing splits. 2, nice. And then 1, step the left foot long and far back until you're all the way down into the low lunge. And then get firmly rooted with your left palm as you spiral your right palm up towards the sky. Get strong. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Step the right foot all the way back. And now this time let's land the right toes behind us and lift our heart all the way up into your, what's this pose called? Wild thing. And then revolve all the way forward. Land your right palm, land your right foot. Strong plank. 3, 2, nice work. And then 1, vinyasa, elbows go back. Lift your heart. And then shift your body back into a down dog. And we'll take opposite side. Left leg lifts all the way up, 3-legged dog. Then through the left knee, stack the hips, pressing firmly through both palms. And then unwind. And then draw your left knee in, placing your left foot between the palms. We'll come all the way up. And then land all the way open. Warrior 2. Take an inhale, reverse the warrior. And then take an exhale, come forward, left elbow, left knee. Reach your right arm up in front of you. And then if you want the extra challenge, you're going to lift your left arm. So both arms are reaching towards the front of the room, holding your beach ball. 3, you got this. 2. And then on 1, lift all the way back up. Lengthen through your left leg. Shorten your stance. Take a large breath in. And then hinge your body forward. And bring your left arm to dangle alongside your left leg. Right arm reaches up. Trikonasana. If you want, shift weight onto your left foot and left fingertips. So this has to be a a thing I learned from teaching yoga on Zoom. I'm like in half moon pose and also clicking on the computer, sliding through the people in the class, looking at your little screens, your little boxes. Take one more breath. And then can you land your right palm, lift your right leg higher, 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 standing splits. 3, you got it, you can do it. 2. And then on 1, take a large step back with the right foot. Get firm through your right palm as you lift your left arm up towards the sky. And then roll onto the outer edge of the right foot and step all the way back with the left toes. So now you're all the way back and you're wild and your heart is lifting towards the sky. Nice. Come all the way forward, plant your left palm, take your plank. Nice, beautiful. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, land the knees. Let's do 4 of those yoga push-ups, elbows drawing back, push the ground away. 3 more. Good, 2 more. And then take a last one, slowly lower. Take the palms alongside the hips. We're gonna do a series of back bends. So on your first one, you're gonna knit your belly in and lift up so you're like flying like a superhero. Take 1 more breath. And then exhale, lower, land a cheek. Next one, interlace the palms behind the sacrum. Breathe in, lift your heart, floating. 3. Nice, 2. And then on 1, let's lower and land a cheek. And then for the last one, you can take option 1, option 2, or you might kick your heels towards your bottom, gripping your palms onto the ankles, and then slowly lift your heart up, kicking back. This is upwards bow pose. When I teach Harry Potter yoga for kids, it's the potions bowl in potions class. If your back is screaming no, please feel free to back off. Can you take a few more breaths? And then slowly lower. And then just rock your feet from side to side. And then rock all the way into neutral. Leave your feet on the mat. Push into your palms. We're gonna start to shift into our yin mode. So you can take your knees a little bit wider if it's comfortable. And then just shift the hips back and rest the forehead. So this is the moment when we start to transition. We move our body pretty actively in the first half of the class. And then we start to let go in order to receive. So if your heart is beating or you're out of breath, just slow your breath. And let the slowing of the breath help slow down the brain. Making that transition from alert to, or anxious to calm yet alert. Take a few more rounds of breath. And then slowly start to peel all the way up just to sitting on the heels. And so we're going to come to kind of do two intense stretches at once. The first one we're going to do is tuck our toes under and sit back on our heels. So if this is too much for your feet, you can always just be back here. But if you're okay sustaining this for a little bit, we're going to be here for a total of 4 minutes. And in that 4 minutes, we're also going to do a traps muscle stretch. So you're going to drop your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. And then take your right arm up and anchor your right palm on the side of your head. We're just going to be here for 2 minutes total. So I know these are places where stress lives in my body. I don't know about yours. But I subscribe to the belief that stress and trauma lives somewhere within us. It lives somewhere within us physically. And unless we process it through movement practices like yoga, it will remain there. We're staying on this side for just a few more breaths. And then can you release the right palm and lift your head all the way up? And then just feel the difference between your left side compared to the right. And then we'll drop it the opposite way. So left earlobe drops towards the left shoulder, and then anchor the left palm. Just a few more rounds of breath. And then take the head all the way back up through center. Let's come off the tucked toes, and then you can just pedal them out. Get rid of whatever has accumulated there. And then sit back again on the heels, and then just drop the chin to the chest and make some circles. And bring the head all the way just back up to center. We're going to uncross the legs. So come back to sit on the bottom. And bring the feet into almost create a diamond shape. Now, the closer you have your feet to your body, the more intense this will be, and the further away, the less intense it will be. So whatever you're feeling like. And then if it's suitable for your low back, you're gonna start to hinge forward. If that's too much of a strain on your low back, you can always just stay upright. This pose is called Baddha Konasana or butterfly. In Yin, I actually think it's called cobbler's pose. The hips are a place where stress lives. Practicing this pose gives us a chance to release that. Before I moved to Abu Dhabi, I worked with some employers that made me feel very not good about myself. And everything that I did was something wrong. All the chaos that happened in the room was always my fault. And even though I knew that I had moved to a better school, sometimes you carry that with you, like that self-doubt or that, you know, I'm not good enough feeling, you carry that with you, it doesn't go away. Anyway, I have this memory of something that happened when I moved to Abu Dhabi. the school was being inspected by the government here, and on the first day of inspection, I slept in. And I was only 2 minutes late for school, but the one time I slept in Abu Dhabi, in Kuwait, I got in so much trouble from my boss. They docked an hour of my pay, even though I hadn't missed any of the school day. And so when I slept in on the day of the inspection, I was so worried. I was so worried that I'd get fired. I was so worried that my boss would be mad at me. I was so worried that, you know, we would get a poor inspection evaluation because of me. We're gonna slowly peel up out of that butterfly. And then just bring the knees in. And then slowly come all the way onto the back and open your arms into cactus arms. And then just drop your knees over towards the right. And then land your right palm on your left thigh, gaze over the left shoulder. So an inspector came in to watch me teach math, and in my head, the class went terrible. And in my head, I thought that, you know, on the evaluation, it would be like our school failed the inspection because of that grade 1 teacher's math class. And this was a high stakes situation because my school in Abu Dhabi has been ranked outstanding for years and years. It has a very high ranking in the city. And I remember my boss coming into my classroom and he said, "So I heard you got inspected." And I burst into tears and I said to him, "I just want to be outstanding." I was so worried that we wouldn't be outstanding because of me. And I'll never forget him coming over to me and him saying, "Alex, you are outstanding." And I think there's something to be said for the fact that, you know, we may not remember what people say or what people do, but we will always remember how they made you feel. Let's open our right arm and we're going to come all the way back through center. And then drop your knees over towards your left and gaze over towards the right. Right? Because I'm a human being, we're all human beings, and we're all going to make mistakes in our lives. We're all going to sleep in for work at least once in our lives because we're human, right? That's what life is about, making mistakes. And I'll never forget how he made me feel in that moment, which was that, you know, that mistake that I was a few minutes late for work that day, in the grand scheme of life, it really wasn't a big problem. And I was not very lucky to be in a workplace a few years prior where that was a really big problem. And sometimes it takes these little perspective shifts to realize, like, I'm in a really, really, really good place right now. I'm extremely fortunate. I'm extremely lucky. I might not be a teacher forever, but I can do it for another year. Can you take one more breath in your twist? And then take your knees up to your chest. Once again, drape your arms around your shins and take a moment to identify, what am I grateful for? And then can you slowly lengthen your legs all the way out? Heavying your heels. Drooping your toes. Resting the backs of your palms. And just absorb into the comfort of your position, into the safety of your environment. And give yourself permission to surrender control of the body and the mind. Just releasing into the ever increasing sensation of stillness. Try to allow awareness within to rise to the forefront of your experience. Going to the feet and giving them permission to relax. Going to the legs and giving them permission to relax. Going to the hands, permission to relax. Go to the arms. Give them permission to relax. Go to the shoulders. Give them permission to relax. Let the pelvis relax. Let the abdomen relax. Chest relax. The whole back relax. Let the neck relax. Let the head relax. Let the face relax. Now, can you let your whole body relax? And then just absorb into the stillness. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from the center, at the center of me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Running a nice long stretch through the body. Then take the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Slowly making your way up to seated. Hands at heart center. We close with an intention. It's an ancient intention, but it's perhaps the original intention. It's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our yoga practice remains steady, that our efforts remain continuous, that our yoga serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe, be happy, be healthy, and be free, and may the thoughts and actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. We'll finish with an Om, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling through to make the Om. So taking a large breath in, and a large breath out, and a big breath in. Thank you so much for sharing the space and the practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Om Shanti Shanti Namaste.